Hello you fantastic people, and welcome back to Borderlands 3, to a dedicated drop video that I've been waiting a long time to bring to you guys. The Unforgiven pistol, the dedicated drop, has been found, and I am here to show you where it is, how to get it, and how long it's going to take you to get it. This pistol eluded me for 2 months from the start of the game. I first saw or found out about this weapon when I saw a clip or a video on Twitter of someone using a Scourge and then switching to this pistol and killing Gravewater in a singular rocket shot. And since then I wanted the pistol, and it took me 2 months to get it because of world drops. Now we have a dedicated drop, and if you guys haven't got this, I'm going to explain why you want it and just how amazing this gun is. It has many different variations to start with. The Deadeye Unforgiven is one on screen, and it's actually one of the weaker versions of it. It just looks the coolest out of the few variants that I have. The main thing about this weapon is the critical hit damage bonus. The damage on this one particularly is 780, accuracy 66%, handling 54%, so pretty average for those two. Reload time is 1.9, which is pretty damn quick, and you guys are going to enjoy the reload animation. I think it's the best on any gun ever. The fire rate is 1.2, which is the biggest downfall for this gun. It is hellishly so low. Magazine size of 5. The red text reads, "It's a hell of a thing," and that is a reference to a Clint Eastwood film, I want to say. I covered that in my last guide for it, but it's a great movie. But anyway, the weapon damage is negative 34%. I think this one's my weakest one just because it's anointed as well. And the critical hit damage is 340% increased. And that crit hit damage is the main reason most people are looking for this weapon, and why I use it a lot, because it's just a lot of fun to use with different weapons. Using it by itself, it's a pretty decent gun. I do use it pretty regularly as well for mobbing, but it is outclassed by the Maggie just because of the Maggie's reload speed and just its general increase in damage. If you're hitting criticals with this gun, it's pretty much unmatched, minus the very slow fire rate sort of deal. Now the dedicated drop for this amazing weapon is down in Eden 6. You're going to want to go to the Floodmore Basin. And then there's two different strats about doing this. You can go, my recommendation would go to Knotty Peak, which is where Wainwright essentially lives, his little manor thing. And then you want to go downstairs, catch a ride, and then jump off this cliff. And then you can ride to this catch a ride location. Alternatively, you can originally just travel to Ferocious Canopy, and you can fast travel through there to come to this area. Sorry if that didn't make much sense. Regardless, any way you go about doing so, if you get to here, there is a new station, and this is where you want to trigger your save and quit, because you're going to want to spawn in the game, run around to the left through this little rock face here, and just here is where the Indo Tyrant jumps out from on a rare spawn, unfortunately. For the few people who haven't heard of the rare spawns before, essentially like Gravewater, for example, is going to be there every single time you log in and out of the game. As for rare spawns, I don't believe there's a system they work on. I think it's just kind of random. Sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. Some are horribly rare, like you have to log into the game 10 times before they spawn once. This guy is nowhere near that bad. From my experience, I think I found him about 30 times before I got the Unforgiven. He spawned, I would say, on average every second time. So it's not horrible. It is super annoying, and I don't understand why it's in the game. But alas, it is a thing, and it's not too bad for the Indo Tyrant. Now, just show you guys a few clips on the screen of me farming Indo Tyrant. It's just essentially to the left through the rocks there, and you'll see him jump down from the left. If he doesn't jump down straight away, essentially means he hasn't spawned that run. You just have to save and quit, load the game back in, waste another 45 seconds, and then hopefully he will spawn it the next time. Now, this guy has 3 dedicated drops in his loot pool. Apparently, it is the Gunnerang, the Woodblocker, and the Unforgiven pistol. It does not matter if you guys in normal mode, True Bolt Hunter mode, Mayhem 1, 2, 3, or 4, or no Mayhem modifiers at all. It will not affect dedicated drops in this game. It won't matter if you have luck rarities on your artifacts, on your class mods, if that's a thing. I don't think that's a thing. But anyway, it doesn't matter if you have all of the Guardian rank increased on your luck. It does not affect it. It is about a 10% drop rate for him to drop one of his dedicated drops, and it randomly rolls out of the 3 weapons he has in his loot pool, one of those being the Unforgiven. Now, I was actually pretty lucky. I got it pretty easily from this guy. I hope you guys have this same luck. Let me know in the comment section down below, but potentially it could take quite a long time if you guys get shafted with the rare spawns rate, and if you get shafted with him dropping a Gunnerang or a Woodblocker. But fingers crossed you guys get the Unforgiven as quickly as I did, because it is an amazing pistol, and I will show you guys exactly why you need it in your lives. Now, what you likely saw in the Indo Tyrant clips is me absolutely shredding him with a Torgue shotgun and then switching to an Unforgiven pistol. Now, I know a lot of you guys will know what this trick is already, and you've likely seen it in my other videos, but this is essentially a crit swap trick, I don't think it's a glitch. I think it's just in the game already. Essentially, if you shoot a gun that has a low bullet speed, for example, a Scourge is amazing. That was the original one I saw. Any rocket launcher that shoots really slowly, or a shotgun, a Torg shotgun that has sticky bullets, or an Alchemist, something like that. For example, I personally use a sticky Torg shotgun currently for most of my boss farming. I go into fadeaway, I absolutely unload those sticky bullets into them, and then they're just essentially covered by the end of my fadeaway, and then I switch to my Unforgiven pistol just as the bullets start exploding. And then every single one of those bullets that hits does that extra 340% critical hit damage, which is filthy, which is why you saw on screen me absolutely destroying Indo Tyrant, because I used the exact same trick then. And you can actually get one that's even stronger. I believe that the range of critical damage this gun has a roll to get is between 340 and 432% increased critical hit damage, which is absolutely filthy. But of course, you don't actually have to do these tricks for this gun to be useful. This is an amazing gun by itself. If you have a pistol that does 400-ish increased critical hit damage, it's filthy by itself. You don't need these tricks. It is actually a lot of fun to use, and I use it regularly. And like what I was saying before, the reload animation is probably the most beautiful thing I've ever seen on a gun ever. For example, enjoy that. In the reload, Flak literally flicks the bullets up and catches it in the magazine. That's absolutely amazing. But that is everything I have for the dedicated drop for the Unforgiven pistol, the Gunnerang, and the Wood Blocker legendary weapons in Borderlands 3. I hope you guys found this video helpful or enjoyable. If you did, don't forget to smash subscribe down below. I believe we just smashed through 3,700 subscribers, which is 3,000 subs in the last 2 weeks. You guys are insane. I'm actually going mental. I'm absolutely loving it. I've been pumping out as many YouTube videos as I can for you guys because I'm loving doing them. And as long as you guys are enjoying them, I'm going to be making as many videos as I can for you guys because I absolutely love doing it. And if you guys have already subscribed, don't forget to smash like down below on this video and share with your friends so the channel can grow even more beyond belief. And yeah, other than that, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I shall see you guys in the next video. Until then, adios.